Okay, we're recording. Hey, welcome Columbia River Rapids to today's assembly. Today's assembly has two parts. The first part will be me sharing with you work done by your peers in developing a series of documents that explain the river ideals. The second part of the assembly will involve a look at what we want to be and what it is that we do, and if those things are in an alignment. And Miss Johnson is going to share a little bit about that, and we're going to do some goal setting today at the end of this assembly. So the school-wide river, oh, hi, Miss Johnson.
Hi, guys.
Hey, we're here. Okay. So school-wide river ideals, what do they look like, sound like, and feel like when we hold true to these ideals? Let me tell you a little story. Several years ago, ASB, the Associated Student Body, came to adults in the building with a concern about behavior in assemblies. They asked us for help and guidance. So we created and facilitated a lesson for our students to look at the river ideals of respect, integrity, value, excellence, and responsibility. And ask the questions: what do respect, integrity, value, excellence, and responsibility look like, sound like, and feel like during assemblies? We're going to show you the results of that work. So I'm going to share a document right now. I have the skills. Okay, look at that. I have the skills. Okay, so this is the Assembly's document. If you look at the document, it says from ASB River. I'm going to zoom. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so assemblies. If you look at this document, you can see there the words respect, integrity, value, excellence, and responsibility. And so if we look at respect and think about how respect looks like, sounds like, and feels like, this is what your peers want it to be like in assemblies. Respecting speakers by not talking over them, and respecting the national anthem by standing, hats off, and remaining quiet. If we look at it, the value of integrity, it says show integrity by monitoring your own behavior and digital routines. That means when people are talking, we're not on our devices. Value the work of your fellow students, admire decorations and the work of others. Sometimes we go into assemblies in the past and people would tear down decorations. That's not something we want to happen, because we want to be able to have everybody admire those decorations. Excellence, honor and share the excellence within our community, applaud and show spirit when appropriate. People do a lot of work in assemblies to make it fun and engaging for you, so we want to make sure that we honor that. And responsibility, be responsible and stay seated. Hey, sometimes we stand up, sometimes we're cheering a lot, and that's going to happen pretty soon here. So this is a good preview for an assembly that we're going to be having on the 29th for sure of September for homecoming. Okay, so that was the, I'm going to stop sharing, and that was the some work from your peers on what they want assemblies to be like following the river ideals. Okay, so I'm going to come back to you and talk to you a little bit about, well, I want to say this too, as a result of that work several years ago, our assemblies were so much better, because everybody had a shared understanding and a shared vision of what it should be like in assemblies. So great work, ASB, several years ago. And now I want to talk to you about the current work that ASB is working on. Right now within our district, I want to share this too, is that there's a district-wide challenge to have all schools create school-wide ideals. And we have taken on that challenge. We have already worked with ASB to create an additional 7 documents, just like the one you saw about assemblies, that expands the reach of our river ideals to the following locations and times: the commons, the hallways, office areas, parking lots, restrooms, before and after school, and when at events. Recently, we have had great participation in numbers in students and families attending rapid sporting events. So we will take this opportunity to share this specific document and let you know what our student body has decided upon as to what the river ideals look like, sound like, and feel like when at events. Your peers want our student body to lead by example. So I'm going to do a nifty share again here. Now here we go. I'm going to get into a new document. Okay, this is the document. It looks very similar to the other document, but now this is titled Events. It's from our dear ASB. So this is all student voice. This is not adults making up these things. This is all your friends and peers saying this is what we want it to be like. So at events, say we're at a sporting event, does respect look like, sound like, and feel like? It says respect event space and decorations. So if we're visiting a school or we have something, decorations set up at our school, we're going to definitely leave those places, those decorations in place. This is really important. Respect players, spectators, and officials. That's super important because the way you want to feel at an event is you want it to be a positive experience. And part of that is that being respectful of all those who participate are involved in that event. What does integrity look like, sound like, and feel like? Lead by example, follow the rules at events. Like if it's a dance, there are certain dance rules and you need to follow those. Clean up after yourself. Value students' work. What does excellent look like, sound like, feel like? Participate and engage, show interest, be part of a positive environment, and so show sportsmanship. This is super, super important at sporting events, that we act and support an event. So something like booing is not something that you really want to do because it comes off as not being an act of excellence, but it's showing kind of poor sportsmanship. And then the last area, value, responsibility, follow instructions and hold yourself accountable. So those are really, really, really important values altogether based on the River Ideals that your peers have come up with and expect from the student body when we're at events. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to finish up my bit pretty soon here. So you saw the event document. Over the next few weeks, upcoming weeks, CRTV will be sharing these other documents. There are the commons, the hallways, all those things that I mentioned before. And they're going to have short videos on CRTV so that you are all made aware of what your peers have asked of you in upholding the River Ideals, so we can have ongoing improvement of River's awesome climate and culture. I think that's all I have right now. I probably missed something, but anyway, it's going to be on to Ms. Johnson now to discuss the idea of to be, to do, and goal setting. Take it from here, Ms. Johnson.
All right. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's had a great start to their year. One of the things that I think about just as an adult, and so I know it can also be difficult for us as students, is we're often provided with lots of lists of things to do, how we should behave, and it's a direction being provided for us and something that we're not a part of. So what I'd like all of us to do at this time is take a moment to reflect upon who you want to be. So down the road, 25 years, when your classmates, your peers are talking about who you were, what are the types of things that you want them to say about who you were as a student? It's really important for us to reflect on who we want to be and whether our actions align with that. And I'm going to give you an example from my own personal life. I'm a mom, and being a mom is extremely important to me. That's when I look back on my life, I want my kids to say about me that I was a present, good mother. That's something that I hold above all other things. And so when I'm going through my daily to-do list, I'm checking off boxes, all the things I got to do. I'm sitting on my phone. I'm responding to emails from people and text messages from people. My to-do is not aligning with who I want to be. So I need to reflect and reassess how I can ensure that my checklist, the boxes I'm checking off each day, help me to become what I want to become, which is a great mother. And so that's something that I would like for you all to consider today. Who do you want to be? How do you want to be remembered as a Columbia River High School student? It's going to take some deep thought. It's going to take a little bit of reflection. I know you all are very capable of doing so, but I want you to reflect upon whether or not what you do, the things that you're doing right now as a student, help you to become who you want to be. All right. Now, in a moment, we're going to get into some goal setting. And when you are coming up with your goals for the school year or for the semester, or it might even just be for the next couple of weeks, right? I want you to be thinking about who you want to be and how you can create goals for yourself that help you to become that, to achieve that. All right. So that's all that I've got for you guys today. But I really want us coming together as a community and building something great here. We already have a fantastic foundation as a student body, and I hope to build upon that. So thank you guys for taking time to listen to me.
Unmute. I'm going to share with you, Ms. Johnson mentioned a document, which is a document for, how do I get rid of this? Oh, there we go. I don't have it here. So I'm going to look in my documents. I'm going to go recent and hopefully it's here. Okay. Well, I'm going to look for it. Goal setting. Goal setting document. It's a form. It's a new one. Here it is. Well, look at that. Okay, so here's an idea. Now, not everything's about academics, although we are here to learn and we're here to thrive, right? So one suggestion today for when we stop this video is maybe going into your Skyward and seeing how you're doing academically in school. Reflect upon your attendance and all of that. That's going to make you a successful student in Columbia River High School. And again, it's not all about that grades. There are much more things important, right? But we want to make sure that you reflect and we set some goals. So this form is shared with you. Your teacher has it in a Canvas course. And what it is there's a first section selection, and it's linked to that to be to do. So you have the reflection and goal setting piece. You're going to write your email for your name, last name, definitely, so we know who you are, your grade level, and then there's a second section where it just asks you some basic questions, and they're short answers or longer answers. What is something that you are proud of at school? All right, so it doesn't have to be your grades, doesn't have to be attendance, right? How did it make you feel to be proud of yourself? What was something that challenged you at school, and how that make you feel? And then if you were to improve on something, what would that be and why? And then after that, the goal here, no pun intended, is to create a goal, right? A SMART goal. A SMART goal is a goal that's specific. You know what it is. You can measure it. Like it's going to be done by the next week. It's attainable. That you know you can do it. It's realistic. It's not too lofty. And then it's timely. So measurable measurable. I got that wrong. Measurable means you can see that you've experienced some growth, and then timely means you've done it within a certain time. So think about those things. Create a goal for yourself. Your teacher is going to be able to see these. Your second peer teacher is going to be able to see these goals, and this will be able for us to help you attain those goals. So I think that's all we have for you today. I'm going to stop sharing. Ms. Johnson, is there anything else today?
Not from my end. I look forward to talking with some of you guys about the goals that you're setting for yourself and helping you to achieve those.
Okay. And for an optimistic closure, I have to say, and I think you'll agree with me, Ms. Johnson, that the beginning of the start of this school year has been amazing.
Yeah.
And we're so proud of everybody, teachers, students, teachers, staff, everybody doing a great job. Keep it up. And we're going to sign off now.